good evening, good evening. Get her sorted, Roy. We're running just a little bit late. I was late to begin with, and then Roy discovered a technical hitch just at the last minute, which is typical. Why didn't discover it whenever I was running late? I do not know. But we're here. And tonight is Mummy Quinn's picks, Mummy Muriel's picks. Thankfully, well, no, thankfully, because I would love to her come on, but she said she wasn't coming on, which, to be fair, saves my ears. Let's face it, because they probably would have got a good clap. Totally true. Totally true. Totally true. No, she wouldn't come on. And I did talk her into it. But I have pages of notes, pages and pages and pages of notes from her. And she sent me, I think it was a grand total for a show of 25 tunes. She sent me a grand total of 72 videos. So took her a while to decide on them. But first off, I'll try and get a few of our comments tonight. Alistair Harnett is watching in Tullycarnet. Good start by Black Skull. Who was it? Was that not Shankill Road Defenders? Who's playing that tune, Roy? We'll find out. We'll find out. I'd sent it to Roy a couple of weeks ago, and then we used another one. So I thought that was Shankill Road Defenders. Not long for parades now, says Tony. Yeah. Trevor Murphy's watching, Denise and Amy and Koch. Glenn Beller's there, as is Alan Knox. Joe Cowan is looking in from Loyal's Motherwell. Norse Main's on. Jennifer is in from Craig and Eat. Mary McKee is watching. William Callahan. Jack Tate, Gillian and Jensen, Douglas Ray. Alan Graydon is in. Susan Stanfield McCann is in. Let me see. Billy King's watching. Karina Ray McHugh. Caroline Hughes. Lisa is in. We're not going retro tonight. I don't know. I don't know whether we're going retro or not. Sharpshooters go still fit in today. I'm not sure. Is it sharpshooters or not? Roy's going to tell us. David Gibson says, hope Mummy's not picked too many accordion bands. Roger McNeil's watching. Adrian. Right. I'm very cricket here, whatever's going on. I'm cricket. I'm not sure. There, is that any better? Twist it. That's straighter, isn't it? The shells are straighter anyway. Yawn, 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 yawn. Joshua Morris says he can't imagine there'd be too many shows left. From next week onwards, he'll be out watching bands most Friday and Saturday nights. Kenny Dummigan says, good evening from the home of Larns. Valerie, don't be cheeky to your mama. Go, mama, says Brian. Evening, Muriel, says Edward. Heard you talking for Ulster again today. I know, there's no stop me. No stop me, except when I interrupt it. Lee Francie is watching from Super Lead. Alice McKellar is watching. Joy Collins says, go Muriel. Glenn believes Muriel. She should have come on. Karen says she can't hear you, Roy. That's the best way, Karen, honestly. Keith says that was sharpshooters. He was drumming. Muriel says, evening all, just to make it clear, none of my picks are not to anyone on here. I picked bands because I liked them. So there we go. Keith McCormick says, good evening from the home of the camper vans, Port Rush. Tony says, get me on the drink. Oh my goodness. Now that would be an idea and a half. I wouldn't mind that wee idea at all. Harry MacArthur is watching in Glasgow. Andy Hyman is watching in Bangor. Joanne Burtney is with us as well. So as per always,
so just
now I know
2 seconds, just try it. Can people hear me now? People couldn't hear me previously because it's for some reason it's selected the wrong microphone and it's not a microphone that I had switched on. So people should be able to hear me now, unfortunately.
Put it back to the old microphone. That's not true, Roy. I love your input.
I can soon mute your microphone.
I love your input. Don't stop. Don't ever stop. Is that what you're talking about? That other scummy team. Derry Gogo's watching. Brian Emerson says, great to have a bit of sense on tonight. Sense? On this show? Oh, you must be joking. You must be joking. Alan Finlay is waiting from the start of the room.
Oh, can I just... Hang on. I need to go big screen. Look.
What is
behind me? Courtesy of the best band in Kilkeel, More Young Defenders flag arrived this week in Ballymena.
Oh dear.
What a delight to have up there. And then we've got Miller Memorial on this side, so I'll go back.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now, as always, we're going to start the host bands that we have at the beginning of every show. First up this evening is William Savage Memorial. It would have been their parade this evening. This is them at the Cumber Black Saturday in 2017. I have a suspicion that clip is maybe on the return from the free field for some reason. Few very enthusiastic members there. Certainly was. Jim Stein says, happy birthday to wee wife Mandy for yesterday. Mandy will get you in for your serenade later on. And happy wedding anniversary too. Mandy, you planned that really badly. The whole idea is to get two separate presents rather than giving them an excuse to combine them into one. Unless it's a really, really, really big one, like a new car or a holiday or something like that. Those are excusable, but, you know, keep them separate. SJ Sinclair says, put Shankill Protestant boys in. Jackie Mullen is in with us. John Cannon's in. Myrtle Henry as well. Jimmy Graham. Joseph Hargate is watching in the town. Susan Stanfield McCann is with us, as is Jackie Boyd. Alistair Nett says that you're coming through clear, Roy. Robin Hall is watching in Cumbria. Helen Thompson is also waiting for Star of the Row. David Gibson is in. Johnny McCann. Joshua Moore says, put the camera back on Valerie, please. You're for it tonight, Roy. You really are. Mary McIntosh is in from Drumchapel in Glasgow. Loves the show. Let me see. Sharon Freeman says hello from the Freeman household. Hey, all you Freemans up there, up the hill.
What about the free woman?
What?
What about the free woman?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Jensen wants to know when the Diddy nippers are on. Jensen, we'll do what we can for you, darling. We'll do what you're a bit young to be knowing about Diddy nippers. Joe Collins.
Mother translation, I think, more than anything else.
I'd say it was probably Mummy's translation, yes. Gillian's maybe been at the gin this evening already. Joe Collins says, could you give I.K. Gilmore a mention, please? Thank you. Lorna McElrath is enjoying the toy. My old phone has no SIM card and I have no screen whatsoever. Right, that's it on. But it's not powered off yet or ran out of battery, so the alarms keep going off. But the difficulty is I can't see on the screen to stop the alarm. It's such a nightmare. William Torrance is watching as well. Joy Collins says he's winding us all already. All we need now is for the fat frogs. I'm going to have to bring you over and let you see. I have no less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's something like 9 bottles of fat frog. So I'm all geared up now for fat frogs. Alan Graydon says, I'm very tired tonight. What have I been doing? What have I done now? Oh my goodness, I don't know what I've done now. Gillian, we should have had a Diddy Nipper t-shirt option. I did consider it, Glenn, I have to say. But I thought it was maybe a wee bit much. Gillian says it was one of China's men, Johnny Walker. Our Johnny, yes. That's Lisa's man leading them. I don't think it was. Rod Hull carrying the flag. Tommy, was he the one that was a wee bit exuberant in the dancing? There definitely was someone. My mum has started reading your book, Glenn, but she's only got to page 100 so far. Few rosy cheeks. Valerie, Helen, I am not on the drink, but let's have a look at the next band who will keep you happy, although I don't think they're on the drink, but they may have been. This is Star of the Row themselves, who would also have been having their parade this evening. This is them at their COVID Derry Day parade in 2020. Excellent there from Star Row. Again, one of those we have so many underappreciated band. It's just not good enough. Yes, I have to give a big thank you to my sister and my mum for purchasing all of the Fat Frogs for me. It's great. I have them in a mission. Every time I see Fat Frogs, just bulk buy. It's as good as that.
And Valerie, the last thing I'll say on the match last night, I know my night got beat and everything else, but how the mighty have fallen whenever all the Liverpool fans are celebrating getting the fifth in the league. It is, what a thing to say. This time last season, you were celebrating winning the Premier League for the first time in 30 years.
Do you know what the ironic thing is? Gary Neville last night in his commentary, all he could do was gurn about the fact that they had their central defender missing for like one match. We've had our two key central defenders, or two first-choice central defenders missing since the start of the season, and he was gurning about one match. Don't even talk to me. Don't talk to me. That's enough football chat this evening. Brian Goody says there were some white socks in parade in yesterday's 12th of July post-1988 from bands to lodges, even the pillars, and full of wee dolls with white socks. There would have been quite a few and that there. Absolutely. Love watching those old videos, and there's plenty more to come. They are lined up in shelves here now in my office.
Can we also just hope that all the ones out in Ballyrashane tonight have a safe and peaceful protest parade?
Yes, absolutely. We'll talk about that later. Alex Jones is watching in Bangor. Alan Weir is in Hollytown. Lloyd Jack, 3 names there. Is that 3 new names that I've never commented before? Robert Hill is in Oxford. S. J. Sinclair is in Springburn Loyalist, Derry. I'm not sure that doesn't make sense to me. Sorry. Gillian is in the Vino this evening. Good woman. The same guy designed and supplied both flags behind Roy. Beautifully modelled by Roy's wall. I do not have a problem because at the moment I'm drinking alcohol-free, Glenn, so don't you worry. Belated happy birthday, Robert. I've got a wee note of that birthday there for Sam, and we will be including it along with all our birthday serenades later on. Scrorden Brooks is 4 years with my party, Stacey. Tomorrow, celebrate with an early morning sash bash, followed by 55 party. Jimmy wants to know, is the famous 3 on tonight? Asking for friends. Well, of course, that is the big question today. The main topic has not been the leadership election for the DUP. It has been whether the 3 Muskehounds will make Muriel's list. Let's get another host band over so we can get into the list. Up next on the list, what have been having their parade this evening is Hillhaven. This is them in Scarva 2017, and I know that Hillhaven this evening are having static practices in their local village, but this is them actually on parade. Excellent there. And the thing about it is Lisa managed to pick a clip for us this evening that wasn't in Portadown with Sam and the 2 dogs, and Davy missed it. Someone tell him when he comes in. We've got a new clip from him. Steve McKinney's watching as a Stevie. Logan Burns Tam is watching from Denmark. Hiya, Burns. Hope you are Tam. I'm not sure which one it is. Arnold Gibson is watching in Wundy Hall. Oh, my goodness. Along with Jennifer Freeman. My goodness, good to have you both with us. Jim McManus is watching in Ballytober. Now, is that Ballytober outside Bushmills, Jim, or is there another one? You know, I didn't think that there would have been two. Craig Curry says, sorry, late, not like me, I was busy. And now Eddie has joined us. So Eddie, you're going to have to settle the debate here. Did the girlfriend dump you tonight? Did she have enough of you last week? Is that why you're here? What happened, Eddie? You have to keep us informed in your love life. We need to know. We need to know these things. Roy says, oh my goodness, Roy, you're really rubbing it into Josh and them tonight. More young defenders will soon have a whole range of band merchandise for sale. Keep an eye on their Facebook page. Oh my goodness. And that is, of course, to celebrate their anniversary. Many years this year, Roy?
40 years this year.
Very good, very good. Angel McAvenna, it's your birthday today. Let me write you down as well. Now, final band who would have been having their parade this evening is Pride of Knockmore. This is them at Kilcloney's parade in 2019. Just laughing here at Eddie says he put the bird back in her cage. China says he took her to Copeland Islands and left her there. Robert, I think you've got the right one. It must be coming up to your birthday soon, so dumped, no present to buy. Oh my goodness. Stephen Feely says that the Muska Hounds are all on tonight. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Roy, you got it wrong. It's the 45th anniversary, Joy says. How did you manage that? You got it wrong?
My apologies. But it shows you... Because
he's not such a big fan after all, Joy, is he? Not such a big fan.
The thing was, deliberate mistake to see who picked it up, and look who picked it up. The secret closet More Young Defenders fan, Joy.
Sorry, Joy, you kind of walked into that one. Burns Tam said he would love to see bands parade over in Denmark. Burns, we would love to see bands parade over here in Northern Ireland, but we are getting closer. We are getting closer and closer. Now, be careful. If you are organising your own parade, please, please, please be careful. I just want to say this first. I've dithered about putting a post on Facebook itself, but I'm not sure how aware I should make people of it. So the Parades Commission are being very sleeked, very underhand, I think, in that they're saying, yeah, go ahead and have your parade. We judge you by the Public Processions Act and you're fine. But what bands aren't realising is that then it's the police who will come along and do you for the COVID restrictions, okay? So until the numbers gathering in one place increase and you're allowed, you'll still be getting fines. And all we're doing by putting in the 11-bar-1 is notifying the police that we'll be there on that night at this time. Come along and monitor us, okay? So just be careful. Have static practices at various points along the route by all means, but just be really, really careful. I don't want to see a load of bands getting fines. And you know as well as I do, what they'll end up doing is they'll wait to September, October, when all the parading season is past, and then they'll launch with all these fines. And they definitely will be doing the protest parades as well. Great news for all of us. So if you are in Ballyrashane tonight, make sure you wear your COVID mask to protect your breathing. Make sure you wear a hat and your hoodie to make sure that you keep your ears warm, because it's all very important. Beer's too expensive in Denmark, says Robert. What is that? Carlsberg's a beer, isn't it? Carlsberg? I'm trying to think. Liverpool were sponsored by Carlsberg for a while, weren't they? Now, on to the clips. Now, it is my beloved mother's clips. As I said earlier, she sent me 72 different videos. But eventually she got them narrowed down to 25. They are all on lists here, which I had to diagnose.
Does that mean, let me get this right now, because I had nothing to do with this list whatsoever. Does that mean you vetted the list?
No,
that means if
anybody's
missing, it's your fault?
No, absolutely not. She will be able to tell herself all the bands that she listed are on the list, okay? She narrowed it down herself. China says confused the cops and the parade commission don't apply. They're asking bands questions now why bands aren't there. Definitely contacting bands across the province, asking, do they know of any protests? Are they planning any protests? Are they planning going to any parades or anything lately? Tell them nothing, but tell us that they were asking, okay? Now, let's see. What is her first choice of band? I find her note for it. She said it was very hard to get a clip of this band where the videographer doesn't concentrate on the drums. But she really enjoys this band. Jensen. I've done that again. I did that another week, didn't I? Renamed him. Jensen, I hope you're watching because she enjoys your band. This is Donaghy Flutes and Drums, and they're playing at Shankill Star in 2018. She must have looked quite a few videos, but the good thing about it is when we were looking at the drums, we could usually see the band pullers at the front, so we can usually see Jensen there. I was going to say Joshua again. That's a new job for him. New role. Richard McFarland is a first-time watcher. He says, any videos of Red Hand Defenders, Newton Stewart, County Control? Not the first time we've had them on, Richard, but tonight's clips are all picked by one of our viewers, who this week just happens to be my mummy. It's not every week that my mummy picks clips. I've got 3 centenary flags up and they keep setting off the door alarm. The door sensor keeps getting off every time a flag waves in front of it. Really, really bad. Really, really bad. Now, Brian Emerson says, just the one silver. No, there are 2 silvers. You know, there are always 2 silvers on the show, Brian. I am trying to convert them slowly. Keep working at it. I've converted some of them to accordions. We'll get them onto the silver next. Ballyrashane are, of course, back practicing. Brian says that it is absolutely brilliant feeling being back. Oh, I know. Jim Kramer says, good evening. Good evening, Jane. I hope you are keeping well. Not enough silver, Mo says. Mo, I'm working on it. Okay, give me time. I can only work on one genre at a time. Getting there. Brilliant night. It was the Shankill. Loved them. They know class when they see it. Oh, that's good. That's good. Now, Craig wants to know, did he miss any white socks or wee dolls? Not so far. Not so far. Glenn Miller says he converted his Ballyrashane CD into a loyalist pizza cutter. Oh my God. That is terrible. That is terrible. Now, Muriel's next choice. I don't know whether, do I call her Muriel? Do I call her Mama? Do I call her Owl Doll? What do I call her? Muriel's next choice. She actually had wrote on her sheet. Now, if you don't believe me, look. Do you see that there? Can you see that, Roy? Can you read that? It says POB at their own parade. So I thought, oh, she's picked Pride of Ballyrashane. But she hasn't. When I looked at the clip she had given me, it was actually Pride of the Band. So this is Pride of the Band at their own parade.
Your mummy's got sense.
2018. Brilliant there from Pride of the Band. Coming up my street too. Coming up my street. Now, plane stopped in runway and Edinburgh police boarded and removed a few Rangers fans. So was that, the plane was coming from Edinburgh to here? So there was Rangers fans coming from here. Were they over at a match? Going. Oh, right. So then they removed them at the other end?
Because they were probably singing and getting on and roaring. Someone's complained, so the police have come on and went, use naughty boys singing or naughty boys and girls singing.
And it would have been in that offensive sash as well. Wouldn't you know? William McHatton is watching. Hopes everyone's doing well. Looking forward to great tunes. I'm loving seeing new people commenting. Keep it up. We love seeing it. Craig, it will be live tomorrow night. If you're in the party mood, Craig will be live from 5:55. See what you did there, Craig, till 7 p.m. That's a Rangers 55 party, all your favourite Rangers party songs. So that'll definitely be worth watching. We'll be here at 8. We were thinking about maybe doing a Rangers themed night. But then as someone said, not everyone is a football fan. So we just did a Scottish night instead. So all the bands tomorrow night are Scottish. Walter Lyons is watching. Penny is going to rip me some more music. Thank you, Penny. Can't wait to see it. Let's see. Grace is was it your granddaughter or your daughter? Just scrolling back here to see her granddaughter was on the plane, but she was singing away with them. Good woman. That's what I like to hear. Brian Oliver says, please run for election to Stormont. Brian, are you mad? Do you not think this country's in enough trouble? Union Jack's shop is open till 4 tomorrow. Anyone else's shop? The one on Sandy Road, give us your details so we can give it out. We'll try to be fair to everyone. It's open till 4 tomorrow for the people to stock up. Come alive, it's 55. It's the Brit 55.
What I would say is, just to echo something that Mr. Chena said during the week, is be careful where you're buying your flags.
Buy local. Buy people that are there all the year round for you.
But it's not even that. There's people who are selling both, like tricolour or Celtic flags, and because they're from the who then have tried to cash in on the Rangers flags and everything else.
That's what it is. Yes. No. Buy to people who are there all year round.
The likes of the Union Jack shop, the likes of the Sandy Roman, and the likes of the ones up there's two up the Shankill.
Are you trying to shop for Sandy Roman?
Yes. Alexa, sing Baby Shark.
Shush.
No,
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa's getting overexcited there. Giving puts as DUP leader, Glenn is thinking of forming the What's Up party. Oh, already got Budweiser interested in sponsoring. Very good. No, shush. The White Sox Unionist Party, very good. Andrew Irvis says, think Harry, Adrian and me should veto the list. What list? Oh, the Scottish bands list. I've had a couple of eyes run over it who know what they're doing. Andrea Spratt says she'll miss this. Listen, we're not going to go away completely. We said the other week that what we are going to do is we're thinking of having a Thursday night reviews once the parade starts. So we'll be here Thursday nights instead for you all. Just writing down another wee Thursday.
Everybody's Alexa singing Baby Shark.
Is it? Very good. Oh, that's brilliant.
2 seconds. Alexa, play the Soldier song.
Soldier song by Irish.
Alexa, stop playing. Right. Oh, God. Stop it. Let's play some proper music. Oh my God, you're a bad one. My mum picked this next tune, a big favourite tune of hers. She apologises for the clock in the background, which I had never even noticed any of the times that we played this before. It's her favourite tune, played by Ulster First Flute Band. I believe this is in the 12th day. Mum, you've obviously never heard me ruin this song, otherwise it wouldn't be your favourite anymore. But this is Ulster First Flute. I could have sang along with that if you wanted. If you sponsored me enough.
Singing along with it, and I had to listen to it. It was painful.
JD says, good evening from the dugout. No Councillor Alan Lewis, no hot tub, no bingo, just Vevies and VPP. That's okay. That's okay, JD. At least VPP won't give you wrinkly fingers. I hope. I hope. Oh my goodness. Very underrated band, says Lisa. Travel the length of the country sometimes with very small numbers and the quality never dips. They certainly do. Funny, I've seen them a couple of times in Coleraine and they've been smaller in numbers, smaller in size, but it's really hard when you're going distances like that there to get everyone finished work and on the bus and all that kind of stuff. Definitely the best version of Gambler there is, says Mark Anderson. Great clip, Muriel. Billy McHugh is in Costa Blanca. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, where are we going next? She said the next is a lovely wee band that's not played enough. It is your first accordion of the evening. This is Lisburn Accordion. Yes, totally true, Mum. A nice wee band. Love this tune that they're playing. This is them. I believe it is at Finvoy Apprentice Boys service. Very sad to see the few apprentice boys that are boosted by a few orange men. So if anyone is considering joining the apprentice boys, definitely consider Finvoy because by the looks of it, they could do with the numbers. This is Lisburn Accordion, and I believe this was last year. I was mute, playing very well and really strong flute in there. I'm just writing down another wee birthday. Make sure that I name everyone so they can get serenaded by the Muskehounds later. Susan Sweeney is watching from Liverpool. Lovely to have you along. I have to admit, Alan Moore is in Costa del Donan. Donan is Scotland, isn't it? Yes. I had to laugh at Glenn Miller's comment. He says, I'm sure Liz McGraw is raging. There's an accordion band named after her. Is that how it came up? Listen to Grot came up with the subtitles. JD says it's not all that goes wrinkly. JD, this is a family-friendly show. I know sometimes it may not feel like it, but it is. Sheila Galker says, looking good there, Ronnie Hyman. Ronnie, were you in that clip? I missed you completely. Missed you completely. Dear, dear, dear. Playing well. Ronnie Hyman out in front alongside me at my club service. Small turnouts always seem to happen at Apprentice Boys Church parades. Of course, Ian. Yes, it would be yours. Definitely, particularly in places like Sharkin, you need good turnouts. Alan Finley says needs more drums. I can still hear the noise boxes. Alan, if you have never been in the Black Book before, consider yourself in it now, but I think you've been in it. Laura Martin says, what about Knocklochram Accordion Band? We've had them on before, Laura, and I'm sure we will again, but tonight's picked by one of our viewers, and just by pure luck this evening, it's my mum. Mark Haney must have been there as well, for he said it was nice to be parade in the through Shark on that day. Glenn Miller says, is that...
That's fair in your mother. She's not just a viewer. She's a backbone of the VPP.
I'm sure she'd be delighted to hear that.
She is. She's
never missed. Never
missed a show ever.
Never missed a show. God love her. The things she'll do to support her children. Glenn Miller says that an accordion player smiling in the front row. She'll be in the Sunday Life. Are you on the booze tonight again, Glenn? Is that what you're let me see. Robert Cleland is watching from East Belfast in Northern Ireland, UK. Thank you, Robert. All we need now is your postcode. We could send you a card. It's the first, says Jimmy. Broke a new record. Smiling accordion player. Adamanda Sherrod is watching in Tobermore. Ronnie says it's a bit late. Had Zoom meeting with no surrender player. You just missed yourself, Ronnie. You missed yourself. China is going 5 weeks now without being banned. My goodness. Does that qualify to get us played tonight? No, sorry, it doesn't. Now, who did the Idol pick next? Oh, Roy's going to be happy. I'm leafing through your notes here to find her comments. Roy is going to be happy with the next choice. Oh, she hasn't given me notes. This is just the name of the band. This is them at their 40th anniversary dance in 2013. My mum loves this style of band. This is Netherton Road. The Wishaw Waltz, says Raymond. Is that what you call it? The Wishaw Waltz. It's all about the swagger. You're right, Mark. It absolutely is.
Tell that to the girl in the front row who was actually yawning during that. Exactly the same as me. You can take it up with the boss, I'll tell you.
Now, the next clip, she says, I don't remember any bands being played from the west of England. She says that I would love this parade as it is all silver and brass bands. Unfortunately, this isn't a full clip of a brass band, but it's partial. And it does look actually quite interesting. It's the West of England Festival of the Bugle. Has any of the silver guys out there ever been to it before? I'd never heard of it, but it does look. Neil, I think me and you should take a wee trip, and Liam, of course, a wee trip over to see this Festival of the Bugle because it just seems to be a parade of brass bands. to it into the next silver band there because it just seems to be a parade. But I have no idea what was going on with that bass drummer, but could have done me a clip in the ear and told to get into line, whatever way. He might be in one of them, like, you know, shawari-wari. That's exactly the way that... I don't know what was going on there at all.
What was with the kids in the same uniform walking behind them?
I don't know.
Was that the backup players? Because all the rest of them seemed very old. That was the backup ones to come in and play when they dropped.
But the signs at the front said with an L Juniors. I can't even pronounce the name. I've never heard of them before. It's definitely very, very interesting. It looks actually not bad. Not a blue bag in sight, says Robert Goldsmith. Very good indeed. Yes, Tommy saw the bass drummer enjoying himself the same way I did. Now, where did she go next? Let me see. I believe next up is another local band. It is indeed playing Waltzing Matilda, and then the band played Waltzing Matilda. This, I'm just looking to see if she's given me any note for these guys. I don't think she has. This is Freeman Memorial playing at the Brian Robinson Parade in 2018. So she's getting a couple of local bands in there. Well, Eddie, did you happen to notice that the entire left row of the band was left flute? The entire left row. The whole row. Which is very clever positioning when you think about it. Then the whole of the left row was left-handers, and they're all facing out for, you know, acoustics. I thought it was very clever indeed. Let's tick those off that I've done them. Now.
So why does Eddie play in the middle of the band then?
Because they don't want anybody to hear what he plays. Now, this is the band of my mum and I's worshipful mistress. So my mum's the chaplain, I'm the secretary. And this is our worshipful mistress band. This is Craigenny Accordion playing at the COVID-restricted Derry Day down in Cozies just outside Bushmills. Now, my mum does have a note here. And she says, Jenny, if your sister could play the flute, she would fit in well with the county. Brilliant there. And Jennifer's sister dancing away in the front row. Definitely. She's a county player, that's for sure. County or White Rock, one of the two.
Miss Gillian Douglas Ray.
Yes.
Please could you tell us what the wine you're drinking is, please? When she gives the answer, you'll see why.
Okay. Davy says that's like me dancing with the accordion. Absolutely not, Davy. I prefer to sit where possible. Absolutely sit. Now, next up on her choice, let me just put a tick there. Next up on her choices is a band playing Penny Arcade for all you Rangers fan for tomorrow. And it is Lisburn Young Defenders playing it at Churchill's Flute contest in 2015. I did see Robert Aston saying about great to see Lisburn, but just no Naomi. I thought to myself, I think that's Naomi in the triangle, but there's a few have confirmed that it was Naomi on the triangle. Definitely good. Eddie Torney now has Eddie Torney now has Edwin Putz banning accordion bands. What are you at? My goodness. My goodness. Deadly, deadly, deadly. Now, going from Lisburn Young Defenders playing themselves to their indoor contest, and this is one of their Blood and Thunder bands. And it's Mum's comment is, wonder who made the big drummer so mad. You'll understand what you mean when she means when you see this clip.
Well, we can't tell you the reason behind the bass drummer being mad, because Ian told the story the night that we had Mr. Ian McAllister on. It's because Clonty was meant to Clonty was meant to be on at 10 o'clock at night, or whatever time it was. They were late. Ballykeel we also won it on that time. Ballykeel arrived before them, and whenever he played the clip of Ballykeel, and you can see the bass drummer standing knocking back the Red Bulls. And this is why he was quite angry, because Ballykeel had stole their slot to play.
That's right. We told the story and then we ended up with the wrong clip. That's what it was. So this was the clip that we should have played then. So this is Clonty Volunteers at Lisburn Young Defenders Blood and Thunder Night 2019 with a very angry bass drummer. Bailey in full flow there. To be fair to him, I don't think he was specifically angry, Mum. That's just the way he plays. And the good thing about it is he doesn't lose the tempo. That's the main thing. He has won the Who's the Daddy volume contest for quite a few years, I believe, up at Pride of Lagan Valley's contest. Absolutely brilliant. I don't think he is angry. I think he is it's just his enthusiasm and just trying to get as much volume as possible. And he certainly does that. Now, we're coming to our third accordion band. Don't panic. It's not all accordion bands. This is Lily of the Valley, playing at Rossnaula in 2019. I love the hymn that they're playing when the roll is called Up Yonder. This is Lily of the Valley. Just missed the last wee ending bit of it there. But honestly, I can assure you I had nothing whatsoever with the picking of these clips. Because trust me, if I alter them in the slightest, you will know about it because she will tell you. She absolutely will tell you. Mum says she actually picked an accordion of one of my allocated part-time bands. Don't know if she'll play it. Can't remember what I did, to be quite honest, but we'll know once we get through. Because she said, well, you said part music, but you didn't say it had to be flute. So she had a point. I couldn't argue with
That's cheating.
It kind of is. Kind of is. No, I can't remember what I did, to be quite honest. The next one is pipe. Amanda Adamson, just be very aware. She says, as I'm only allowed one pipe, she wanted to squeeze in as many as possible in the one go. So this is the Pipe Chieftain leading 300 pipers and drums at the 127 Dufftown Highland Games. For the benefit of those viewers who may have got fixated on the three females at the front wearing kilts, there was 300 pipers after that, okay? Just to let you know, there were 300.
But also for the ones who were fixated on the three girls at the front, there was, and saying there's no white socks, there was a bloke in the front row with them that was wearing white socks.
I think they probably missed him completely. Now, it is my mummy's pick. Now, my mother is the mother of two girls and a boy, and the boy's nickname is Beeb because he is the blue-eyed boy. He can do no wrong whatsoever. So it will come as no surprise that the next clip is of her blue-eyed boy. It's a way back in what year? 2006, when he was young and skinny. And This clip was picked especially because it focuses on her baby boy. For the interest of you all, he's the furthest drummer away from the camera. She probably would have rearranged the camera if she could have done, but he's the furthest away from the camera. This is Drumhegle's Young Defenders, playing at the final of the East Belfast Battle of the Bands in 2006. And this is actually their winning performance. Laughing here. Walter says it's great to have at least one talented child. You're a bugger, Walter. You're the black book, is where you are. Taught him everything he knows. Taught him everything he knows. Honest to goodness. JD, I didn't realize you were one of the judges. William Gibson from the Regimental was a judge, and Alvin Nelson out of the Pride of the Raven was another judge. He didn't realize you were one. For funny, I took a photograph of the judges. There's a wee bit where the camera goes right, and China is right. He was indeed dressed up as Batman. There's actually a photo of him floating about it as well. Absolutely brilliant performance that night. They won and beat a lot of really, really top class playing bands. That was great. There, that's my Sunday dinner assured now. My younger sister plays nothing, Edward. Absolutely nothing. Not a note in her head. She can't even play the record player. Now, speaking of accordions, we need to go to the next one. This is Derry Football Accordion Band playing Eddie Harper's March at their own concert in 2017. Brilliant, and it's annoyed me so much. There were the 2 second tunes. It's annoyed me that much that I'm looking through my music book to see what they're called. I think one of them, the second one was Murdo's Wedding. The first one I recognise as well.
While you're looking for that, I'll just say there's 16 people so far have paid for their t-shirts. Thank you very much. If anybody else is wanting to get a t-shirt ordered, please do so, because hopefully we'll be getting the order put in on Monday. for the t-shirts.
Yes, and make sure you get your payment in as well, because we can't order them until we get paid. Otherwise, Roy and I are out all the money, and Roy's looking after the money, so it's basically Roy's out all the money. Sorry, Roy.
And for those who don't have PayPal, I know I've put it on a post in the forum and everything else. If you don't have PayPal, you can still click on the link in the post and then select guest payment. So you don't have to register for an account. You just use a debit card or credit card, and you're not registered for a PayPal account, and it just puts your payment through securely.
I'm just reading through all the insulting comments about the accordion. You can't fault that set of tunes. Now that was lovely.
I'm posting them. Caroline, I can drop yours round to you.
No, I'm not posting anything.
No,
nothing to do with.
I'm doing all the posting. I'm even picking the t-shirts up, dropping them off at Val's for anybody picking them up in Coleraine. Anybody that wants in Ballymena, if they just give me a shout, I'll deliver it to them in Ballymena. If there's no problem with that at all. But yeah, if
anybody wants bigger t-shirts than the double XL, is it they go up to? Do let us know, because I've ordered some 5XLs and I'm ordering some 3XLs, and then we'll get the stuff printed on them, so it's not actually that big a problem if you want bigger size than is on the thing. Now to her next band. She looked hard for this one. She apologizes that it's not a full clip, but it's the only one of them playing this particular tune that she could find. So there's really, now we've got the babe out of the way, who is the blue-eyed boy. We have to move.
I thought this band only ever played one tune anyway. That's why it's probably trying to find. That's all you ever hear them play is one tune. So this must be the rare. This must be the very rarity that they've got a second tune out from somewhere.
That's the biggest load of crap, because I have played more than one tune, different tunes every time. This is so she got the babe out of the way, who was the blue-eyed boy. Now she's going for her brown-eyed boy, her second babe, who is my young boy. You can see him in this clip. He is on the cymbals at the far side of the band, furthest away from the camera. This is, of course, the Ballyrashane Protestant Flute Band, playing Ballyrashane Home Guards. There's probably very few of you will ever have heard this tune before, but it's the Ballyrashane Home Guards. It talks all about the Germans landing in Ireland and wiping out sweet Coleraine. Locals will know it, but the rest of you probably won't. The lyrics of that goes, and we made them dance coming up the manse on the road to Ballyrashane. Love that. I know all the words of it. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant tune. Now,
tunes, not songs.
Tune. I said brilliant, brilliant tune. That's what I said. Now, her next pick is going to Bonnie, Scotland, where she has chosen Saracen Truth Defenders. I don't know how she found half these clips. Saracen Truth Defenders, and this is them playing at Pride of the North's Melody Day in 2017. not too bad at this out pick in the night, is she? She's doing quite well. Just as well I picked him for, isn't it really? Now, next up, one of her other... Still one of our other favourite bands. This is the Clonty Flute Band. And I think after this one, we do the birthdays, Roy, if that's okay. So if you've got any birthdays that you haven't told me about, get them all in next. I'm not going to see. No, she hasn't given me any notes. I do know that these bands are her particular favourite style. So we've had Netherton Road, and now we're going to have Clonty. Let me know if you've had a birthday or celebrating birthday or know someone who had a birthday. We'll get them all after this. This is the Clonty. So we could see them starting off as well, because they're just standing all straight in the next thing. Whoa, where they go?
Here, anybody that's having a birthday today shares it with a very special person. Colonel H. Jones, posthumous VC recipient of the Falklands War. Would been his birthday today.
Okay, happy birthday, humorously.
You may say as well as I can. I just thought it's an interesting fact. It's a quiz question that stuck in my head from a long time ago.
Okay. Right, okay. Robert Goldsmith wants to wish happy birthday to his sister Eileen. It's on Wednesday. And also happy birthday to his friend Donna Rideout in London. And that is her surname. Nothing rude, he says. So happy birthday to both Eileen and Donna from Robert, and also from all of us here. Mandy's Stout's birthday was yesterday, and that comes from hubby Jim. And hopefully he's buying you a second present, because he's buying you a different one for your wedding anniversary. Sam Hammond of LOL 937 Oma True Blues was 90 years young on Monday. Well done. And has done over 70 years in the Loyal Orders. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Adrian McElvenna, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, Adrian. Adrian, of course, is doing our clips a couple of weeks ago, and very good clips they were. Russell Sterling, sometimes a viewer of us. I haven't seen him commenting tonight, but it is also his birthday this today. So happy birthday to you, Russell. And I know that Pride of the Band would definitely have been one of your favourites. Alan has been plagued for the last 19 years, he says, by Drew Finlay, his son. Happy birthday to you, Drew. I believe you are also an accordionist, so extra happy birthday wishes from me for that one. Albert Harkness, our good friend in Newton Ards, is 72 today. Happy birthday to you, Albert, from all of us here at Virtual Band Parades. Helen Joy, it is your birthday, and that is coming to you from, well, he says he's your better half, Tommy. I don't know whether that's true or not, Tommy Sewell. If anybody has been looking at the forum, Tommy is the guy who does the fantastic bottle openers. I think I posted today or yesterday new designs that he's done as well, including Rangers one. If anybody wants to get in touch with Tommy to buy those. Will Mullins says that he had a birthday during the week. Is that true, Will? Is that honest? If it is, very happy birthday. If it's not, shame on you. Shame on you. And Edward, his grandson, Edward Fallows, his great-grandson, is celebrating his second birthday. Though he says he'll not be watching. I don't know why not. What better entertainment could there be for a 2-year-old than all of these marching bands? So happy birthday to all of you who are celebrating, about to celebrate, or have celebrated your birthday. This is from all of us here at Virtual Band Parades, from all of yours, I'm sure, as well, and from, of course, the Muskehounds. Here is your own personal birthday serenade.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday from the forum. Happy birthday to you.
Still makes me smile. Absolutely does. Now, next up on Muriel's playlist is Tamlaghtmore Silver. Oh, Alan says he actually laughed out loud. Drew isn't in a band, that's his little brother. Aww. Drew, it's about time you were in a band. An accordion band. Well, says if you looked at my Facebook, Valerie, you'd have seen it was on the 10th. Well, that's okay. Well, happy birthday to you. You got serenaded anyway. Now, my birthday last week, another one bites the dust. That's Stu. Stu, you should do the same as me. Don't count the last year. Not at all.
Alan, you haven't counted the last 90 years, so I don't know what you're going about.
Tommy says Muriel should do the clips every week. Everyone has been brilliant tonight. Don't tell her that there, for God's sake. I'd be getting 72 clips every week. Mandy says, no, he hasn't bought her 2 presents. He's a tight arse, but she's only joking. They're for Glasgow in the morning. Are you going over to celebrate or to shop? However, Mandy. Now, Muriel's next clip is a silver band. This is keeping... Alan says, no, he suffers enough. Definitely accordion band. Definitely accordion band, Drew. Tamlaghtmore Silver. This is her favourite tune, she says. Next comment. Which makes a silver band tolerable. Don't know where she got that from. Not for me. That's not for me. I have to say, I know this is her favourite tune because it also used to be her ringtone on her phone, which could be quite embarrassing when her phone went off, depending where we were at. But this is Tamlaghtmore Silver playing Killaloo. Carl says, Muriel, you can fair choose them. Grace says, your mummy has done a brilliant job tonight, as that's my favourite tune as well. Keith, you're full of bright ideas. Full of bright ideas. He says, I think Muriel is due a big box of chocolates from the forum staff for all her good picks tonight. Shush, Keith. No more ideas like that there.
Yeah,
It's
where's the
Anna-
staff box of chocolates for all their good picks over there?
I was going to say fat as a fool, but already am. Anna Cunningham says it's her favourite tune as well. Andrew Irvine says, remember the days you had to type the notes into your phone to get the tune? Yes, yes. Denise Gordon says that is also her current ringtone. Well, my mum just got a new phone the other day, so I've no doubt that at dinner on Sunday I'll be asked to put it on again. I think I had on the Royal Irish plant for her.
It's all right. Valerie gets a new phone and gets the wrong one.
I did. I'm raging, absolutely raging. And do you know the worst about it is I have a very flashy, very expensive case for my new phone. I just have no bloody phone to put in it.
That's okay. I'll just sit here and enjoy my bounty bar.
Ah, shut up, you. Now, the comment on my mum's next choice is, oh well, I'll please one anyway. This is Ballyhalbert playing at Ballymena Corps of Drums Melody Day in 2019. Eddie, I would have a word with the band if I were you. Do you see the way that they have you positioned way out there on your own, so that if the camera just turned a wee bit to the left-hand side, that you could be completely cut out of it and the rest of the band in. I would talk to them. I definitely would talk to them. I think there's a hint in there somewhere. Now, her next pick, the comment just says 2 down. I had my mic the whole on the whole way through that. Sorry if you got an echo there. Now, I just want to point out that she has played 2 potential trios this evening. So she has played County, Netherton Road. Will she play White Rock? And she has played East Belfast, Ballyhaller, Miller.
Ballyhaller.
Ballyhalbert, Miller. No, God almighty.
Ballymiller. We got a new band on the road. Ballymiller.
Ballymiller, that's who she's played. She's played East Belfast, Ballyhalbert. So the question is, before the end of the show, will she play White Rock to complete that trio, or will she play Miller Memorial to complete that trio? But I know that there was, I think it was Will Mullen was asked why there had been no accordions. So before we find out which trio she completed, let's have another bit of accordion. This is Ballyrashane Accordion. They are playing where a charity night for their local lodge, Ballyrashane, LOL number 7. I've just seen the comment where China says he's going to marry my mum, which should make you my stepdad, China. That is a very scary thought. I think I'll just keep my current daddy if you don't mind. Now, we're going to go to our next band. Tell us which trio you think is going to be completed this evening during the next
Can I
band.
answer?
No, you can't.
Okay.
We've only got 3 bands left. Only 3 bands left. So the next one up on my mum's list is Black Skull Corps of Drums and this is them playing at the Glasgow Big Walk in 2018. Superb and brilliant wee medley there of tunes. Now, no putting anything past Jimmy Graham, because he did happen to notice that when I held up the list earlier on, I showed the completed trio. I'm afraid, Stephen Feely, it is White Rock. This is them at the Apprentice Boys Parade in 2018.
Mr. Feely, at least I could put you on the show. Yeah, I put the flag. At least I get you on. No, I get you on the show, Mr. Feely.
that's her trio. That's her trio. It was Roy's favourite style of band.
And they all sounded the same. You could have closed your eyes, played any one of those 3 clips, and nobody would have known who it was.
Rubbish. And I promise I did no censoring. That's her list in her own handwriting. She would tell you if I done anything wrong with these bands. So we've come to the last band of tonight. Just want to thank my mother. It's only 10:05. She can squeeze you in yet, Stephen Feely. We've come to the last band, Eddie. We've come to the last band. Just want to thank my mother for taking the time to
yes, thank you, Mummy.
pick all the clips. You, thank you, Mum.
I don't call her Mum. I give her a proper title, Mummy.
Oh dear, thank you very much. Hope you have all enjoyed them. Based on the comments, I think everyone has. So she'll be happy because I got strict warning earlier on that I was to make sure that all the clips were lined up correctly and starting in the right place, etc., etc. So hopefully she'll happy. Right, at least there's a bit of life about them, she says. So thank you, Mum, my dearest. I'll let you cook me Sunday dinner on Sunday for that. I can't do better than that now. I can't do better than that. This is our last band of tonight. Now, tomorrow night, we are going to be in Scotland the whole evening. So tomorrow evening is totally Scottish bands. So if you don't like Scottish bands, don't turn up because that's all that there is. Thanks to Lisa for picking our host clips as well. Davey Pritchard says we're finishing up very early tonight. I'm actually finishing on close to time for a change, Davey. Close to time. You missed it earlier on. We got a new clip of you guys tonight. We did. We had a new clip of you guys and you missed it. But finishing up this evening is she has picked a clip of Shankill Protestant Boys. This is them playing at Gertrude Starr's 50th anniversary parade in 2011. See you all tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Until then, keep the flits to the myth, boys, because we're coming to the tune.
'Twas when England's glorious sun in 1688 was overcast with treason's cloud and popery stood elate, that up arose her Protestants, the peasant and the peer, and vowed the chain of perjure James that they would not dainty wear. They sought them out a prudent chief to guide their heart and zeal, to lead them on that victory might bless their flashing steel. And who so fit to guide that host in all its bright array as William, Prince of Orange, ere he landed at Torbay. Then up arose the mighty chief and left his native shore, and rode upon the stormy waves our freedom to restore. Upon his flag was blazoned forth, high fluttering o'er the main, that our religion and our laws he ever would maintain. 'Twas then in gallant style he stood upon the vessel's prow, with victory on his flashing sword and wisdom on his brow. And tens of thousands greeted him upon his natal day, when he, our glorious Orange chief, first landed at Torbay. Come, brethren of the Orange bond, a bond ne'er to be riven. Whene'er we give great William's name, a bumper must be given. For if you'd fire a feu de joie to him who victory won, come prime and load and see you give charge unto your gun. The eloquence of bumpers full there's nothing can surpass. There's naught expresses kindred soul like friendship's social glass. And thus we give our song and toast with 3 times 3 huzzah, the memory of King William and his landing at Torbay. The memory of King William and his landing at Torbay.